Hello, welcome back. We are one day after the launch of Vela Bay, which saw 72% sold on Saturday, 25th of April. So for buyers who managed to get a unit, congratulations. And for those who are still sitting on the fence, you probably don't have enough time to go to the show flat to revisit the stacks again. I'm bringing it live to you from this YouTube video. So I hope to value add to you and to make your property buying decision a smoother one. So this is the homework that I've done for you guys. Now, as you can see, this gives you an overall view of what's available and what's fully sold on the day itself. On the left hand side of the screen, which is the yellow boxes, as you can see, how I label them is that from the top, stack 17, they are the 2-bed 1-bath. So just remember the yellow color, they are the 2-bed 1-bath layout, 592 square feet. On the stack 17, you are facing the other plot of land in front, so you don't get the sea view from here. And stack 11, they are fully sold already. And just so you know that these are the pool facing ones. And at the bottom part, which is the 2-bed 2-bath, stack 6, it is also fully sold naturally because it is a sea facing view. So in my review later, I'm going to share with you my personal thought of if the 2-bed 1-bath at stack 17, which is facing the residential plot in front, still worth it for you to go in and get a unit. On the left hand side of this whole site plan, let's start from the bottom. Okay, this is the thought process that I'm sharing with you. Stack 7 and stack 8, they are side by side. Okay, they are the 2-bed 2-bath layout. In fact, before the launch itself, we have anticipated that these two will be step up first. So for your information, for those who didn't follow the news, I had my app on all the time during the booking day itself, and I could see that by 12 something, I think 12:30 p.m. on the booking day, these two stacks, they are neck to neck, very popular. Stack 7 and 8, they are like racing against each other. You can see like buyers snapping up whenever the queue is coming to their turn. Naturally, it was fully sold. I suspect that probably by 2 o'clock, it's already fully sold. Stack 8, the size is slightly bigger, 689 square feet compared to stack 7, 678 square feet. If you ask me this 11 square feet, where does it go to? It's just a small difference. The 10 square feet will go to the fact that the for stack 8, you get a slightly bigger kitchen in that sense as you enter from the main door. So let's look at the price analysis. Kyo, sorry. So sorry about that. And for stack 0908, okay, the launch price was at 1.942 million, which is about 2819 PSF. For 0907, the quantum transacted was 1.922, which is 2835 PSF. Now, I think if you have been to the show flat, you will know that the agents on the ground, they probably tell you if you want sea view. So sea facing and sea view, those on the lower floor, you are sea facing, but you are not necessarily the sea view. That you cannot get sea view lah. So that's why for those who are buying for investor purpose to rent out, this quantum is quite affordable for those investors. You are buying a good stack, but you're not paying a high price for it. But what you sacrifice in terms of the low quantum is you don't get the sea view. But it doesn't matter if you are the investor who bought this, you should be able to recover your investment faster if you manage to rent it out. So, and 27-08 was transacted at 2.138 million, and followed by 28-07 was transacted at 2.128 million. So the price difference is about just 10,000. So yeah, so these are all like I mentioned, on the day of booking itself, 7 and 8, they are like neck to neck. Buyers see almost like not much difference. So for this 10K quantum, I would say my own preference would be the stack 8 because number one, I like number 8 and my birthday is actually 8 as well. But yeah, I think it's all things being equal, this is very interesting that the developer put this two bedrooms, 2 bed, 2 bath side by side. So can see why they are just equally very popular. Now, if you move up on top of Stack 14, Stack 14 is the third most popular 2 bed, 2 bath layout. All sold except 29-14. I'm not sure why. I think the number is alright. It's not very sensitive or something like that, but for some reason 29 floor is still stuck there. But I believe it will be gone very fast as well. So for the launch price, it's already been transacted. 0914 was done at 1.878 mil. Which brings you to 2777 PSF. 28-14 was done at 2.067 million, which is 3049 PSF. So if you compare this with the equivalent Stack 7, so 0914 and 09-7, the price difference is roughly about 40 over 1,000, 40 plus 1,000. The layout is the same, except that for Stack 14, you get the sea view as well if you clear above 10th floor. But you do get a little bit of Costa del Sol view on the right hand side. So that's only slight difference, but for 40k difference, I think that's manageable. In a short while, I will also bring you to the drone to see the view of what buyers have bought into and what is the view that they're going to get. Let's kepo a little bit lah, even though it's already not available, but I'm sure some of you are very curious also why buyers choose what they have chosen. Moving up along Stack 16. Okay, now this is the part that I want to discuss with you. Okay, so you can see Stack 16 right here. There are still some good units left. Okay, is the 689 square feet layout, which is equivalent to your Stack 8 layout. We have available floors of 3rd, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. The launch price that was being snapped up 0916 was transacted at 1.902 million, which is 2761 PSF. Now, if we go on a higher floor, right, we clear the mid floor, 27-16, the quantum is 2.038 million, so which brings you to your PSF to 2958 PSF. So I feel that if you are somebody who buy for own stay, you have no choice already. But if you want to revisit this Vela Bay, this is one stack that you also may potentially want to look at, because it hasn't crossed the psychological threshold of 3,000 PSF, number one. And number two, if you take a look at the work that I've done, 27-16 and 27-08, the CView one, obviously the CView 27-08 is already sold out, but the price difference is 100,000. So for 100,000, if you ask me, if I'm a couple starting out, or if I'm a retiree already cash out, or even if I'm a single person starting in my career, I don't want to over leverage or something, 100k is a lot of difference to me. Therefore, if I were to ask myself, if let's say I'm single or young couple or retiree who cash out, hey, you know, there's still units available. That's most importantly. And secondly, it's got to be a comfort for me to pay 100,000 less. Okay, but of course, I'm not going to paint all rosy picture. The next question you need to ask yourself is, okay, Vela Bay, well, the selling point is 70% over their sea view. Are you okay with staying in the so-called sea view project, but you don't get sea view, right? There are two sides of thoughts here. I would say that some buyers would think, no, you know, because it's already stamp chopped that Vela Bay is the sea view project. But if you are somebody who is very practical, you don't mind the noise, you don't mind the what is the popular opinion. In fact, if you are somebody who is very steady, very self-convict, then I would say, as somebody who, you know, only look at dollars and cents and very practical, this is definitely a good choice for you for 100k savings. Yeah, I don't get the view, but I don't mind, you know. It's not that I'm going to stand at the balcony every day to stare at the sea, right? No doubt it does help a little bit with the mental health, but hey, you know, it's not that something I can live without. So yeah, so I'm very excited. Even if you have not submitted your EOI and have not given a check to your agents or anybody who has already approached you, or even you haven't gone down to see the show flat, this is definitely something that is worth to take a look at. So feel free to connect with me if you like my video. You let me walk you through all your other options as well. So this is definitely my favorite stack for the 2-bed 2-bath. And the good news is actually I was quite surprised at the end of the day that this stack is still available. I guess maybe because some buyers already fatigued lah, you know, the booking day, the process itself, it takes the whole day, and naturally those in the later queue, maybe after 200 plus, they would have already been tired because the whole day they will be spent crossing out units that's already been sold, right? So tired, maybe some of them they give up halfway, or they're in the queue, or they just don't feel like, you know, being in the crowd, or being tied up with FOMO, therefore they just give up entirely. But I feel this is something that is worth considering. Okay, now let's go to the drone view. So let's just remember one more time. Let's recap, Stack 7, Stack 8, sea view, fully sold, no more choice. Stack 14, right here, it is also sea view on the higher floor with a little bit of Costa del Sol view. Now, we are going to see the Stack 16, the view itself, to see whether it's justifiable for you to enter. And it's already like, you know, 100k savings for you. Let me bring you quickly to the drone view right here. So you see now, agent's job is so easy. I can even present this from home. I don't need to have tons of camera crew to the site just to explain to you, you know, and to do the animation. So I thank my company for that, for making our job really easy. Okay, I zoom out here. This is Stack 7 and Stack 8. Okay, bear with me, follow me. Now, I will just slowly tilt this and we can see why these two stacks are so popular. See, even on the 60 meters above ground during the daytime, this is the view that the future owner is going to get. I'm so excited for them. You see, I just tilt to the left a little bit and I tilt to the right a little bit. It's definitely a dream view, like if you ask me, especially in the land scarce Singapore, and Singapore is a heavily dense city. So this is a nice one. Okay, so let's just curiosity wise, I just bring you to 30 meters from the ground. Okay, 7 and 8. This is also okay. I think this is also livable, somewhere in the mid floor of the Vela Bay development. Yeah, this is something I would be able to accept as well. Okay, so Stack 7 and 8 right here, I just tilt it up. Yeah, so on the 30 meters elevation during the daytime, I will see mostly green. And yeah, 60 meters above ground, I will see mostly the blues, which I call it the sky. So the sky belongs to you perpetually in this sense. So green or blue, it's really up to you. But I guess it's not really up to the buyers in queue as well, because I think it's definitely up to fate. By the time you go in, whether you're green or blue, you just snap out the remaining units that's available. Now, Stack 14 right here that I mentioned, which is the third popular stack. Okay, let me just bring you over here. Both your bedrooms and your living room will be facing, let's go to the 30 meters first, yeah? Okay, bear with me, sorry. This is Stack 14 right here. Okay, as you can see, I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. Okay, let me just tilt this properly. Yep. So you will be able to see Costa del Sol a little bit on the right hand side. It's okay, right? It's not too bad. At the 30 meters, you can see equally the greens, some views of Costa del Sol on the right hand side, and as well as lots of blues as well for the sky. So let's bring you to the higher floor of the Stack 14. Okay, Stack 14. Okay, this is the view that you're going to get. Yeah, mostly blue. Just a little bit of pocket of Costa del Sol on the right hand side. This is also another view that I'm quite excited about, so it's no wonder that it's being snapped up, although I think it's a mystery that needs to be solved. 29th floor, if I remember correctly. Why is it still in the market? But it should be gone lah by now, I think. So, okay, which brings you to those investors who haven't got any unit or owner-occupier. Stack 16, okay, we have still various floors that's available. Okay, I'm not, still cannot wrap my head around why 2 bed 2 bath stack 16 still in the market, you know, especially like with the range of floors, I think 21 up to 29 that's still available. And I'm very excited if you as someone who are still considering seriously, this is definitely 100k savings that I was talking about compared to stack 8 that is sea facing. So let's take a look from 60 meters. Okay, this is, let me pan this out a little bit. Yep, this is the view if you're going to get on the high floor. In front is the Bayshore. Okay, but majority, I think half of the view you'll be facing the landed. This view, I think is going to be quite permanent, you know, bearing in mind that this plot of green land right here, naturally they're going to build a residential at some point, right? We don't know when yet, but if we pan up the stack 16 again, for 100k, I think I can live with this. What do you guys think? 100k difference, you know, and the quantum even on the high floor, which is the 2816, if I remember correctly again, it is below the psychological threshold of 3000 PSF. So definitely investors, this is something that is worth looking forward to. Now stack 16, okay? Stack 16, let's go to the 30 meters, which is 30 meters, I would say the mid-floor units lah, huh? Okay, stack 16. So this is the view that you're gonna get also. What do you guys think over here? Yeah, something like that. Okay, let me try. Bear in mind that my toggle will be not so accurate, you know, forgive me for that, because I don't think anybody can claim that they can be accurate, but as much as possible, we'll try to make it not too far off and more visually clear for buyers who are seriously considering this. So this is the view that you're gonna get. And the best thing is you're closest to the MRT station for stack 16. Okay, so it's something that is exciting to look at. And yeah, since we are at this topic, you know, Bayshore, we are undergoing this transformation. In 29 years, there hasn't been a new project that's being launched. So what government intend to do, just briefly, is to build a car light. We can call it the precinct right here. And the largest SAFRA is going to be somewhere here as well. So it's a mix of HDB plus a private enclave. So I am also, and we are at the beginning of a transformation. So I'm definitely very excited to see this being transformed. And of course, as it is right now, you don't have to wait for the amenities to be fully built. In fact, just across the road, you get the East Coast Park lifestyle, which needs no further explanation. East Lagoon, we call it the food market, is also very near. So already a very vibrant place, and just looking forward to see the next level of vibrancy for the Bayshore transformation. Now, we are done with the 2 bed 2 bath. Now let's go to the yellow boxes at the bottom. 2 bed 1 bath, stack 6, 592 square feet, naturally is fully sold. And you go to the 592 square feet, stack 11, also fully sold. So the remaining one, which is also the landed facing and the plot of land in front, which is an upcoming residential plot of land. So it's still available, 2 bed 1 bath. So for 2 bed 1 bath, the quantum is, there are what is available is the stack 17, 3rd, 4th, 24, 25th, 26, 27, 28, 29 as I speak. Do check with me for the latest availability, because at the point when I'm doing this YouTube video, it may still be available, but it could have been sold by the time you the reader have seeing this video. So as comparatively, let's say 26-17, 1.67 million, which translates to 2821 PSF. Now, if we talk about just the next stack, which is stack 16, 2-bed 2-bath, 27-16 is 2 million lah. So the question you need to ask yourself is, because these two, they are almost like side by side. So in terms of view, not much difference lah. Except stack 17, probably you are facing the future residential plot more that's in front. But you know, for 27-16 and 26-17, the price difference is almost coming to 300 over 1,000. Now, I always ask buyer this, for 2-bed 1-bath and 2-bed 2-bath, right? What is the difference? I mean, I don't even need to show you the floor plan. You will know that the 2-bed 2-bath, you have additional 1 bathroom, right? So for additional 1 bathroom and for price difference of 300K, and especially if you're a single or a couple that is starting out, well, are you willing to pay 300,000 just to get additional bathroom, right? Wow, 300K is like half the price of BTO and stuff like that already, you know, correct or not? So so for a couple that is starting out, you know, your profile, you don't want to wait for BTO, but at the same time, you know, you maybe resources wise, financial resources wise, you are quite tight. So I think this is a good place to start for you to just enjoy. If you're single, earning good income, or if you're a couple, this is a good place to start for you to jump into the private property ladder lah. However, having said that, also I want to put across that for 2-bed 1-bath and 2-bed 2-bath in this location, for the resale trend right now, I would say that the bigger bedrooms, which is the 3 and the 4 bedrooms, they are naturally facing, I would not say facing, I would say that they are more in demand, more popular, and they are the ones that is making slightly more profit. Now, why I say slightly more profit is not because you know, naturally, if you pay higher and then when you sell it in the resale market, you will get profit, right? For the 2-bed 1-bath, 2-bed 2-bath, you will still get a good profit, I hope, when, you know, the general trend in Singapore, the property trend goes up in tandem. But I would say at this point of time, the 2-bed 1-bath, they are, it will take some time before the market absorbs it in the resale market for now. So I don't know, maybe 4 years later when you collect key, things may have already been different, or people have already adjusted to the price expectation and also the size of the unit. So we shall see, but I feel 2-bed 1-bath is maximum. If you're single, I think it's very nice to have this space. 2-bed, you can have 1 master bedroom at one side, and the other bed you can convert it into study. Plus, when your guests come, you know, they don't share the bathroom with you. So it's also quite nice to have it in that sense. Now, let's go to the drone view for stack 5, stack 6, stack 11, and stack 17. Right here. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. So this is the stack 6, okay, stack 6 right here, 2-bed 1-bath fully sold. That's the view, almost same as 7 and 8 right there. Stack 11, okay, stack 11 is the pool view. So stack 17, okay. So 2-bed 1-bath, next to you is the 2-bed 2-bath layout, 16K. And you are paying 300K less than your neighbor next door, 16 for 1 less bathroom. To me, I think it's no-brainer, especially if I'm just starting out, you know, I don't want to buy a HDB. I want to enjoy a little bit of facilities to pamper myself. Stack 17 is definitely nice option to have. Okay, let me tilt it up. Site during the day, 30 meters from ground. So you see a little bit of the Bayshore. If you are getting a mid-level, in this development. But anyway, mid-level also fully sold already. So why not I just bring you to 60 meters straight. So 60 meters straight, Sec 17, okay, yeah. So this is like a high floor, maybe 20 and above. So you do get a little bit of the Bayshore on the left-hand side. That's the Bayshore. It's an old condo development. And for now, you will get to see the unblocked landed property. So the green patch right here, do expect that at some point that there will be developments. So we're not selling view here. So just remember that, remember the 2-bed 2-bath, Stack 16, I told you that this is 100k cheaper than the Stack 8, which is the sea facing. So similarly, Stack 17 also, you do get substantial savings. And I feel that not only you are paying less than the sea view units, you are also paying almost 300k less than your neighbor, Stack 16, which is just one additional bathroom, you know. So something to worth consider. Okay, I'm happy to share my thoughts on the 2 bedrooms. I've already done a video for comparison on the 3 bedrooms. I will be bringing you 4 and 5 bedrooms next. So stay tuned. And in the meantime, if you wish to visit Vela Bayshore flat, do feel free to connect with me. Thank you.